You started? Hello. Hello, Maribel.
Hi.
So, hello, everybody. Here we are. It's Saturday, but I'm not going to put this up until Sunday. And I hope I'm speaking loud enough because the last time, not the last time, but one time before, it was too far. The camera was too far away and you couldn't hear me. And that's terrible for an actor. It's shocking. The actor can't be heard. That's that's the worst thing in the world. There's nothing worse than that. I remember my first acting job I got on stage after I got out of the Navy in this community theater, and I was playing this part in the play Mr. Roberts, and it was a big theater, and the director, Marthella, she kept telling me to, speak up, louder, louder. And I hadn't been used to that for any reason. I did a couple plays in high school, but I couldn't, it felt unnatural to speak so loudly because the person like I was supposed to be talking to was right in front of me on stage, of course. And finally they were putting these chairs, they were making some noise, and she said, good, let them make that noise, the crew preparing the theater and putting chairs and stuff around. And she made me speak over the chairs, the noise, so I could be heard by her. She was standing down in the audience part. So I was forced to speak loudly, and even though it felt unnatural. And then she said, perfect, that's it, you got it. Just do that every night. So I did that every night. In movies, of course, you don't have to worry about that too much because they got microphones everywhere. In American Graffiti, the microphone was inside the coupe, pointed up at us. It was ridiculous. It was awkward. Especially, it was right next to the gear shift. So if I was having to drive, the gear shift was hard enough to work anyway. The transmission was tilted over or something, and it was hard to get into first gear. And anyway, Mackenzie was sitting next to me, and we got this big microphone, and then the lights were mounted on the front of the coupe. Lights, bright lights, okay, shining in your face, and you're supposed to just be like natural, like I'm this cool guy and nothing bothers me except this little girl. And it got bright lights in my face and a gear shift that's not working right and a microphone and whatever. But we got through it. It was a miracle, really. I'm sure God was on our side for some reason to make that movie work. But you didn't have to speak too loudly making a movie. You don't have to speak that loudly because they got microphones. Although this camera, when it's too far away, it doesn't pick you up, so you got to speak loudly. What else? What was I saying? What am I talking about?
Microphone.
The microphone, yeah. Anything else? What did you do today?
Whew, so much work. Lot to do.
Yeah. What?
Very tired.
And she asked me, oh, you're tired now, yeah. She asked me earlier, was I happy? Remember when you asked me that? Because you're happy, right?
Yes. I'm happy. Tired, but I'm happy.
What?
I'm tired, but I'm happy.
See, that's a good sign if you can be tired and still be happy. I said I'm almost happy. What was I talking about anyway?
We're talking about my sister, but with...
Oh, what?
Yeah,
we got your sister and her sister. Yeah, we don't have to go into that. Her sister's very nice, and I helped her sister get an eye operation.
Yes.
And she's very grateful because the insurance wasn't paying for it, and so she can see now.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
Thank God and thanks to you.
So, yeah, well, I just felt led to do it. My God, when God tells you to do something, the Spirit tells you, you have to do it. I mean, if you don't, you'll be sorry. What else can I talk about? My book. Oh, I'm supposed to be. Hello. Oh, that's not my book. That's a different book. The Girl on the Train. It's a good one, though. Strange book. Strange story. Yeah. Jill told me to hold my books up in the next video. That's one of my friends. You know Jill. She said, put one elegantly in your lap. Is that, can you see that in my lap?
Yes.
Is that elegant?
Mm-hmm.
And hold these up. Now these are big, you people will notice. Well, you can read them. Yeah, read them all. Read them all the way through. Their new project needed a solid actress, which Destiny certainly was. That's the girl's name, the actress, Destiny. And they could satisfy the investors with a big name in the male lead opposite her. Joy and I will produce this one together, Elliot announced proudly. Joy had had only marginal involvement. Oh, well, anyway, that's the actor, you know, and he's trying to make movies. This is the boxer. Stanley put on and laced up his tennis shoes, drank some water, wet his face in the sink, went out the door, pulling a t-shirt over his head, checked to make sure he had his keys, locked the door, tucked in his t-shirt, went into the bathroom at the end of the hall. Stanley didn't have much money and he lived in a small place that, had a bathroom at the end of the hall. On the floor, his room was. And finally, gritting his teeth and blinking at the sun's brightness, found his way out onto the sidewalk of Union Avenue. Almost fall in Southern California, with the wind from the mountains cooled by the touch of a brief snowfall, cooled by the cold, wet rocks and sun-hidden crevices, blowing with power across the drought-weary, oil price angry, get that right, summer spent, with a dash in there, summer spent, because summer is almost over, city, to the waiting, white-capped, sea-gulled, salt-aired sea. Stanley's made his way to the corner. I was being poetical, right? Araceli, oh, that's the sexy one. I better not read anything out of there. There might be children watching this, so I don't know what else to say. You're happy. I'm kind of happy. I'm feeling stronger. The poison is coming out. My beard is growing, and yes, some people want me to shave. Okay.
I know.
And others
And you
say,
can brush your hair into a ponytail.
I could put my hair in a ponytail. How's that look?
That look good.
Okay, I think you better shut it down now. You better stop now.
Okay. All right. Goodbye.
Okay.